Hi there, we are Team Trifle, and my name is Zach Barker.
Hey, my name is Saeed, and on this project, I handled the searching and allocation of data, as well as creating classes that represent that data.
So, as I said before, we are Group Trifle, and our project is Van Tour, which is a Vancouver adventure planner. The problem we are looking to solve is that people these days are really busy, and a lot of time they don't have the time to, plan out a day of adventures for them to embark on. Not only that, but Vancouver has so many beautiful places for people to visit and explore, but it's really impossible for everyone to know them all and to know exactly where they want to go every time. We think people want a way to get out there and explore the city without the headache of planning an adventure, and we hope to provide that for them. So what Van Tour does is basically it creates an adventure for you, and it will produce a route on the Google Maps for you to travel along while you visit all the places that it picks out for you. So basically what you do is you start by inputting your desired search radius as well as the time limit that you kind of want to stay within. And then you can choose from the options that we have available, and you select which ones you want to do. And when you got that all set up, what the app will do is go through a list of all of the places around Vancouver, and essentially it will generate a adventure for you of several places for you to travel. We think the benefits of this will be to take the stress out of planning an active day of fun. You'll be able to discover new places that you might not know about. And along with that if you really enjoyed the adventure that the app generated for you on that day, then you can save it so that you can, go back and redo it whenever you want. And we think that, the combination of all these features will allow for people to get out and explore Vancouver in an easier way without the headache of having to plan out and stress out about where you're going to go and what you're going to do. So the app works fairly simply. You start by coming to this landing page here. There's only two options initially to start with. One option is Plan Adventure, and the other option is Previous Adventures. Obviously, if you haven't gone on any adventures yet, the Previous Adventures list will be empty. But once you've gone on some adventures, you'll populate it, and you can go back and choose any of those adventures. And just by clicking on the adventure in the list view that we have, you'll be able to visit any of those adventures. So I will start by walking through how we begin to plan an adventure. So I open the application, Vancouver Adventure Planner, and I'm hoping to plan an adventure. So I will start by planning adventure. And what you'll want to do is add your search radius. So I'm feeling rambunctious today, so I will go within 15 kilometers. And your time limit, let's say 3 hours. Okay, and then we'll choose activities. So we're prompted with a list of activities that we can choose from here of different facilities around Vancouver. So the first one is food, which will show you one of many various food locations. Most of them are food trucks or small vendors, but there is some other things on there as well. Another one is walking paths, and these are basically scenic trails and walking routes that you can take around Vancouver. The third is dog parks, and these are just dog-friendly, off-leash areas and places like that are good to bring your dogs with you. The fourth one is parks. These are obviously just an all-encompassing term for regular parks to bring your family and hang out in. The art option will direct you to various locations around Vancouver where there is art that's done by local and international artists. And finally, sport facilities will populate your list with facilities that you can use, for field sports or court sports and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and choose food, art, and I think I want to bring my dog on this adventure, so we'll go with dog park too. And when you're ready, you can click Plan Adventure. Just for the sake of this video, you can also clear your selections if you're not happy with them and choose again, but I did like the ones that we chose, so I'll go ahead. And when you're ready, click Plan Adventure. Plan Adventure. So when you plan your adventure, your route will be populated, or your map will be populated with the locations, a pin drop for each one. And then obviously the pink one is your starting location. So I chose for our starting location to set my emulator to BCIT, just to give a better example of sort of a route that would be around your neighborhood. So yeah, the pink dot is your starting location, and then your different locations that you can visit are here. So for this one, it's chosen Goldie's Pizza for your food, some sort of art display at the art gallery, and then Nelson Dog Park to finish the day off with your park. So when you're planning your route here, if you really like your adventure, you can go ahead and click this save button. It'll bring you to the list of your old adventures and just add current adventure. And then if you want to go back to your adventure, you can just go ahead and click back on the list and it'll take you there, or choose a different adventure and you'll be good to go. So yeah, that's basically the functionality of the app. Yeah. So in conclusion, the project was in some ways not as difficult as I thought it would be. In other ways, it was a lot more difficult. I think for our team, a majority of the problems that we came across were more so due to the current COVID situation that's happening and everyone trying to make ends meet without being able to get together, without being able to be in our usual workspaces, and just combating the sort of pressure of being at home locked in your house the whole time. But all in all, I think that our product is something that people would actually want to use. I think that we learned a lot about using APIs and creating JSON objects out of that, and using that in our program in our application in a fundamentally positive way. I would just like to thank my teammates, as well as thank MedHat. And yeah, so thank you very much, and we appreciate the opportunity.